Hi guys, it's Erica from Brains to Beauty and welcome back. Myself. Because I haven't been here in a while, I've been doing a lot of planner videos and I've been doing videos where I don't really show my face and I haven't been vlogging because if you guys caught my last vlog, I had an audition for Sherlock in Love and I got cast. And as soon as I got cast, life went whoosh. And this is actually the first time I've worn makeup in 2 weeks. I've literally been going to work a hot, crazy mess. Like, I don't even brush my hair. I have definitely been rocking second and third day greasy bun deal going on. It's just been a disaster for me as far as like makeup and beauty go because I've just been so busy. But I finally have some time to film a tutorial, so I decided to do a fall look featuring some awesome products I got from Younique. One of them being the Moodstruck 3D Fiber Lashes. What up? Yes, I used it today for the very first time, and then I also got 2 pigments. One is matte and then the other one is shimmery, so I wanted to use these in a tutorial. So before we go too far into the chatting, because I haven't been on camera in a while and I kind of want to chat with you guys, let's go ahead and go straight into the tutorial. To start off, I'm going to prime my face using my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser Primer, and I'm applying this to all the areas where I have big pores and or wrinkles. And then I also like to go ahead and prime my eyes, and I'm using my Milani eyeshadow primer, and I'm just putting this all over my lid area. And then for my under eyes, I'm actually going to be using my e.l.f. Under Eye Primer. I don't know if this actually makes a huge difference, but I've been using it lately and it pretty much seems just like a regular primer, but I'm giving it a shot. And then for foundation, I'm going to use my Revlon Nearly Naked. I haven't used it in a while and I did rediscover it recently, and so I decided let's give it a shot, and I am using my Sigma F80. It's definitely not as full coverage as other foundations, but since I hadn't filmed in a while, I really wasn't looking for full coverage, and since I've been wearing so much full coverage for my show, I was definitely wanting to wear a lighter foundation. And then now I'm going to very quickly do my brows. I do have a brow tutorial, so I'm just speeding through this to get through this video because this tutorial is a bit longer than most. Next, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to grab the color Naked 2 and apply this to the crease area as a blending color with my Sigma E40 blending brush. Next, we're going to go into the Younique Matte Pigment in the color Glamorous, and I'm going to apply this to the outer V using my Delium Tools 776 brush. It is equivalent to the Sigma E25, and I am just blending this on the outer V, kind of pulling it out into a V shape and then blending it into the center. And then I'm going to go into my Younique Shimmer Pigment in the color Sassy, and I'm using my Sigma E55 brush, and I'm just going to pat this onto the lid and then blend it into the matte shade that we had just provided. It is pretty light on my skin, so I definitely pack on 2 layers of this shadow. Then I'm going back with my Delium Tools brush, and I'm just going to blend the 2 colors together to make sure that they fade properly so that you don't have a harsh line between the 2 colors. And then I'm going to blend out the top edge with my blending color using a BH Cosmetics blending brush. This brush was like $3 on HauteLook. It was awesome. Next, I'm going to go in with a Kat Von D tattoo liner in the color Trooper. And this is just one of the little sample sizes I got from Sephora. And I'm just going to very quickly add a wing to my eye. And then I'm also going to curl my lashes in preparation for the 3D lashes. Here I'm actually going to go ahead and open up the transplanting gel as well as the fibers at the same time, because here I'm going to fast forward and show you I apply a coat of mascara, and then I quickly apply a coat of the fibers, and then quickly again apply the mascara, and then fibers again, and then another coat of mascara. I do this back to back without breaks. I make sure both bottles are open so that I don't have them dry in between layers. I just put them right on. And then after I do both eyes, I go straight into concealer. So here I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me in the color 25 Medium, and I'm just going to highlight under the eyes as I usually do, as well as on the nose, the forehead, and the upper lip and the chin. And to make it easy, I just use my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush to blend it all out. And I also use this opportunity to kind of clean up under the wing and any eyeshadow I might have gotten on my lower lash line area that I didn't want. And then I set this all in place with my NYX HD finishing powder using my Delium Tools 974 brush. Using the same powder brush, I'm going to go in with my Revlon Nearly Naked in the shade medium and set everything else into place. I don't mind that I'm cross-contaminating the powders as long as I do the light one first and then the dark one second. And then I'm going to contour with my Pixie Summer Bronzer and my Sigma F05 brush, and I'm just contouring under the cheekbones to give myself a slimmer face. I have gained weight just from eating really poorly from really weird rehearsal schedules, and then contouring my temples, the top of my forehead, as well as under the chin. Then since I'm going with a fall look, I'm going with Cabana Boy by The Balm, which is like this nice deep plum blush, and I'm applying this with my Crown Angled Blush brush. I think it's really fitting with the plum and lilac eyeshadow. Then I'm going back into my Urban Decay palette and grabbing the color Faint and an eyeshadow brush, and I'm just applying this to the lower lash line to very lightly smoke it out, and then going in with Venus and applying this to the inner corner for a little bit of highlight. Then I'm going to do my mascara for lower lashes using my Rimmel Lash Accelerator, and I did fast forward through this because it takes me forever to do lower lash line. Like, I'm pretty slow with my lower lashes because I don't want to get mascara all over my face. And then I'm actually going in with my Morphe M221 lash comb. It's just a metal lash comb to get out any of the clumps that may have formed from the fibers, because I want them to look like lashes. I don't want them to look like clumps of fibers. And then since I combed them out, they did fall a little bit, so I'm just curling them one last time, and then I'm going to add one more coat of that mascara, also known as the Transplanting Gel. And I just put on one coat. I don't add any more fibers. I just wanted to touch them up since I did comb through them to make sure that my lashes stand out. Then to finish off this fall look, I'm going in with my Vaseline Lip Therapy. I always put on a lip balm before I put on any lip products because my lips will dry out. And I am going in with my NYX Intense Butter Gloss in Toasted Marshmallow. Absolutely love this color for fall. And I just put it straight on. I didn't use a lip liner or anything like that. I do end up making a mess, but I do end up going back in with a little bit more of my foundation and a Sonia Kashuk concealer brush and clean up the lip area so it looks much better. And I think it makes a huge difference, especially with dark lipstick, if you just clean up around the edges to give you a nice crisp line. And that is it. This is the final look. What do you guys think of these lashes? I personally think they look awesome. They look way better than my lashes do in regular mascara. They're not false lash status, but they're definitely much bigger than normal. So that is it. Okay, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. Like I said, this is the first time I'd ever used the fiber lashes, and so I was really experimenting, and I think it worked out really great. As far as what I thought about the products, I was really impressed with this stuff. I actually like it a lot, and even the mascara alone, I really liked it. It did a great job at adding a little bit of volume to my lashes before I even put on the fibers. And it's not a heavy formula, which was great because normally I can't use mascaras that aren't waterproof. And this one's not waterproof, but it seems to do a great job. And the fibers, they were a little messy, and as you guys saw, I did end up combing them out because what happened was when you put them on, there could be a potential for chunks. And so that it doesn't look like you have lashes, it just looks like you have chunks of fiber. So using the Morphe little lash comb, I got out any of the larger chunks, and then it just left the length essentially, and then I just touched it up with the mascara so that, you know, if I had removed any of it from combing it through, I just added another layer. So I am really impressed with this, and I definitely like it. I would definitely repurchase this, and I will be using this a lot more because I really do like the results of it. As for the pigments, I was pretty surprised by these. First of all, anytime I hear pigment or loose pigment in particular, I always think crazy mess. Any pigment I have is a disastrous mess. It's so powdery, it's so fine that it makes a gigantic mess anytime I use them. So I almost avoid using pigments, but my friend Bronte, who was the one who recommended this to me and sent this to me to try out, she was like, you need to try out the pigments. They're really popular and they're just amazing. And she's like, you know, let me know what you want. And you guys know I love my purples and plums and pink shades, so I went with the color Glamorous, which was the matte plum shade, and the shimmery color in Sassy, which is the little pink shade that's on my lid. And I'll be totally honest, these are not like your typical powdery pigments. Actually, when they come out, they're pretty chunky. Like they're really chunky. Actually, let me see if I can show you. You guys see that? Like I just tapped some of the powder into the lid and it's really not powdery. Can you see? It's kind of like clumped up. And you would think that that was a bad thing, but actually it's an amazing thing because I can just put it back in the container and guess what? I'm holding this over my clothes and I don't have powder all over me right now because it transports really nicely. And then all I do to break it up is I just take the tip of my brush and I just tap it very lightly, and then it falls apart into a powder, and then it's usable and it's really pigmented without making a mess. So you get the pigment without the powdery mess everywhere. So I love the crap out of these. I think I'm gonna get more of them because they're beautiful and they're pigments without the mess. Like seriously, that is like a huge selling point for me. Love these two, love the mascaras. I'm super impressed. Oh, and one last thing. What do you think of my background? I am loving it. It is amazeballs. I do have a backlight back there because without it, it's like almost too dark because it is black and I have really dark hair. And although my hair is not black, it's like whatevs, but I had to say that. So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you guys want to check it out, I will make sure to link all of Bronte's information down below. I personally don't sell it. I have no intention of selling it. I'm so glad that I got to do this video because I feel like so much prettier wearing makeup after not wearing makeup for a long time. So yeah, that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Erica from Brains to Beauty.